Is dieting in your 60s always the best health move? Think again. Some popular diets aren't just ineffective, they can be downright dangerous for older adults. Today, we're going to break down the top 5 diets that could seriously harm the health of your parents and grandparents, and I promise, some of these might truly surprise you. Stay tuned to find out which healthy habits you should actually steer clear of. To start, let's understand why an older person's body isn't the same as a 30-year-old's. With age, our metabolism slows down. Muscle mass gradually diminishes, a process known as sarcopenia, and the absorption of vitamins and minerals from food becomes less efficient. Therefore, any drastic and unbalanced eating plan can hit an aging body 3 times as hard. So let's kick off our list of questionable diets with one that's currently all the rage, the incredibly popular keto diet. What's it all about? You'll drastically cut out carbohydrates, saying goodbye to staples like bread, grains, potatoes, and most fruits. Instead, your diet primarily consists of fats, meat, fish, healthy oils, and avocado. The idea is that by depriving your body of its usual glucose fuel, it switches into a state of ketosis and starts actively burning its own fat stores. Rapid weight loss is often a big draw, and that's certainly appealing. But here's where the real danger lies, especially for older adults. Firstly, it places an enormous, truly colossal strain on the kidneys and liver. As we age, these vital filtering organs naturally become less efficient. The keto diet forces them into overdrive, processing massive amounts of fats and protein byproducts. It's akin to pouring racing fuel into an old car engine and flooring the accelerator. It's simply not built to last under that kind of stress. Furthermore, the keto diet has a strong diuretic effect. Your body loses not only water, but also vital minerals like potassium, magnesium, and sodium. For seniors, this can quickly lead to dehydration, muscle cramps, sudden fluctuations in blood pressure, and even dangerous heart arrhythmias. Consider the sudden removal of familiar grains and fruits, leading to weakness, dizziness, and brain fog. While these symptoms might be dismissed as the body adapting to the diet, they are, in fact, urgent warning signs. The body is being deprived not just of energy, but also of crucial nutrients and the fibre vital for healthy digestion. Moving on to number 2 on our list, we have the classic and often misleading low-fat diets. You might wonder, what could possibly be wrong with them? For decades, we've been taught that fat is public enemy number 1 for our figures and our hearts. Products proudly boasting 0% fat still line supermarket shelves, marketed as the epitome of healthy eating. However, for older adults, this can be a genuine pitfall. The truth is, fats are far more than just calories. They are crucial building blocks. Our brain, for instance, is composed of over 60% fat. By depriving the body of beneficial fats, we are quite literally starving our main computer. This can lead to impaired memory, reduced concentration, and that frustrating brain fog. However, the implications don't stop there. There's an entire group of fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K. Without fats, these vitamins simply cannot be absorbed by the body, no matter how much you consume through food or supplements. Vitamin D is particularly critical, as it is responsible for calcium absorption. Let's use a simple analogy. Think of vitamin D as the key that unlocks bone cells, allowing calcium to enter. Now, fats are the hand holding that key. Without the hand, the key is useless. The result: a person could be consuming calcium by the handful, but without sufficient fats, it simply won't reach their bones. This is a direct path to osteoporosis, brittle bones, and dangerous fractures, such as a fractured hip. Coming in at number 3 on our list of dangerous trends are juice cleanses and various liquid diets. The idea sounds incredibly tempting. Just a few days of drinking only fresh juices or smoothies, supposedly cleansing your body of toxins and losing weight in the process. Marketers paint a picture of incredible lightness and an energy boost, but for an older person, such a cleanse can turn into a real disaster. The main problem here is the almost complete lack of protein. And protein is the essential building block for our muscles. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a process doctors call sarcopenia. Muscles literally waste away, making a person weak and frail. A liquid diet accelerates this process dramatically. When the body doesn't receive protein from external sources, it starts to cannibalize itself, taking it from its own muscles to ensure vital organs continue to function. Just 1 week on juices can undo months of light exercise and walks. Imagine this vivid scenario. Someone steps on the scale and rejoices. 3 kilograms lost, but they don't realize that it's not fat tissue that's gone, but precious muscle mass and water. In the mirror, they don't see a healthy, slimmer person, but an emaciated and sunken-faced one. Strength dwindles, climbing stairs becomes a struggle, and even a simple walk turns into an ordeal. That's the real cost of a juice detox for health in later life. Moving on, at number 4 on our countdown of dietary disasters, diets that promise quick results no matter what. These are your extreme low-calorie plans. We're talking about meal plans where your daily calorie intake plummets below critical levels. For example, 1,200, 1,000, or even a shocking 800 calories. The logic at first glance seems foolproof. The less I eat, the faster I lose weight. But for an adult body, this approach is frankly lethal. And why is that? It's quite simple. That tiny amount of energy isn't even enough for your body's most basic needs. Breathing, keeping your heart beating, regulating your body temperature. Your body goes into total survival mode, slamming the brakes on all its processes. But what's even more alarming is that with such a minuscule food intake, it's impossible to get the full spectrum of essential vitamins and minerals. You're looking at guaranteed calcium deficiency, which accelerates the development of osteoporosis. Then there's iron deficiency, leading to anemia, chronic fatigue and weakness, and a critical shortage of vitamin B12, without which your nervous system and cognitive functions truly suffer. Imagine your phone battery. If you constantly run it down to empty, it doesn't just die fast. Over time, it permanently loses its maximum capacity. The same thing happens to your metabolism. After such a starvation diet, your metabolism slows down so drastically that even eating normal food can cause you to gain weight at an accelerated rate, and getting your body's lost resources back, that becomes incredibly difficult. And finally, coming in at number 5, the cherry on top, or perhaps the grapefruit on top. We're talking about mono diets, and especially the infamous grapefruit diet. The concept is deceptively simple. You pick one main food, like buckwheat, kefir, or apples, and stick to it. Or, in the classic version of the grapefruit diet, you eat half a grapefruit before every meal. The supposed benefit: it's claimed to help you burn fat. We've already covered the obvious downsides of mono diets, such as severe nutritional imbalances. Sticking to just one food like buckwheat is a fast track to deficiencies and inevitable cravings or diet failure. But with grapefruit, the situation is far more serious and insidious. There's a hidden threat here that many people are completely unaware of. Here's the problem. Grapefruit and its juice contain compounds that block the action of a very important enzyme in the liver. This enzyme is crucial for breaking down and eliminating many medications from your system. So, what happens then? Imagine someone takes their usual doctor-prescribed medication, perhaps for cholesterol, high blood pressure, or a heart condition. Then they follow it up with a seemingly healthy grapefruit because the enzyme is blocked. The medication isn't broken down. Its concentration in the bloodstream skyrockets, potentially reaching toxic, life-threatening levels. And this isn't some myth or old wives' tale. It's a well-documented medical fact. Grapefruit-drug interaction is, in fact, one of the most recognized and dangerous food interactions out there. So for an elderly person who often takes multiple medications simultaneously, such a beneficial diet could potentially land them in the intensive care unit. But here's the real kicker. The true danger isn't just in the catchy names of diets. It's in the fundamental principle of extreme restriction itself. Many believe they're tackling excess weight, but what they're actually doing is accelerating the onset of what's known as geriatric frailty, a condition where individuals become weak, slow, and highly susceptible to illness. Now consider this scenario. Your mother or grandmother is taking heart medication. Then she has half a grapefruit for breakfast, believing it's a healthy choice for weight loss. What she doesn't realise is that due to a specific chemical interaction, the medication's concentration in her bloodstream could skyrocket to toxic levels. She might feel unwell, confused about the cause, when the culprit is simply her healthy diet. This seemingly innocuous habit can lead directly to hospitalisation. It's a stark illustration of how the quest for a slender figure later in life can tragically backfire. So what's the takeaway here? The real threat to health in older age isn't an extra pound or two. It's frailty, general weakness, and crucial nutrient deficiencies. Instead of resorting to harsh, restrictive diets, the focus should be on a balanced, varied nutritional plan, and always consulting with a doctor before making any significant changes to one's diet. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future content. And now, a question for you. What dangerous diets or questionable nutritional advice for seniors have you or your loved ones encountered? Please share your experiences in the comments below. Your insights are incredibly valuable.